Hello everyone, it's Daleks once again. Welcome to another Dalek modeling time-lapse. In this video, you will see I am modeling, or have modeled, the first movie Dalek. Technically I could say the first movie Dalek drone, but they all use the same basic mold, so yeah. Well, anyway. This model I did, I think about a day or two ago, maybe a bit more. It was a bit of a different model, mainly because the base, like the fender, was a bit different than what I usually have done so far. It's more rounded, but the issue is, it's not, it's not like fully rounded everywhere. It's like slightly rounded, or it's more so rounded at the front, and it's sort of like falls off to the middle, the flat side. So it was a bit tricky to get it to look good, if you get what I mean. It was a different model for me. Now, I did eventually figure it out. It was also the fact that, getting the smoothness and like the shape of it at first, and then, beveling it and getting it right. That was a bit annoying, mainly because it caused a lot of issues with beveling afterwards, because there was just a lot of like edges and vertices that didn't need to be there. So obviously I used a few modifiers to get that right. The dome, I think I've personally perfected quite a bit. As you can see, I'm using the Project Dalek, over there. The Project Dalek designs, of course. They are amazing people. Again, I always say it in every single video, but like, they're amazing people. I gotta give credit to them every single time I make one, because without them, I probably would be struggling a hell of a lot to make these. But with this Dalek, I did try and go a bit further beyond what I usually do, and basically make extra finer details. Now I've gotta say, the ear lamps, I struggled so much on. This model is probably one of my less accurate ones, I'd say. Because I think personally, most of my Dalek models are decently accurate to like the reference views and like the actual Daleks. But this one, God, the ear lamps I could not get for the life of me. I could not figure it out. I asked around and I could get like the middle part done decently. It looks okay. Looks a bit weird. It's not like as perfect as I want it to be, but it looks decent. I can't lie. But then like the actual the ribbing on like the top part, is ribbing, the rib part basically. Like I don't know. I just could not do it. So I gave up with that. I just didn't feel like spending about ages trying to perfect it, so I will eventually do it again and try and get it done just that better. But aside from everything else, going back to what I was saying, I tried to add more details with like the little bolts on the side. The front and back bit where the midsection rings connect, and I think I did a pretty good job on that. That was pretty fun. I also added, like you'll see later in the render, the final render, that I added like little white silver circles to the eye stalk where, the iris would be, or the iris is, the rim of it basically, which you see on a lot of models, or at least I have. Now, for this one, the claw was a bit different. I didn't want to just go for either one claw or one plunger, so what I did was I modeled both of them using the page, as you see now, the page that contains the claw and plunger reference view, which is, again, amazing. So useful. So, again, thank you to them. And I think I did a pretty good job on the claw. If I could redo it, I'd probably fiddle with like the transform, like the location, the origin point, because when when rotating it, it's not perfect, it's not that good when we're rotating it. I think also I've become pretty adept at using modifiers, I can't lie. Using modifiers that I had no clue about before, like Solidify. Solidify has saved me so many times with a lot of things. It is one of the best modifiers, honestly. So useful for this. Now, as you can see, I think the claw went great. The plunger was really easy. I've made a plunger for every Dalek, so, it was really easy. Now, the gun, that's the same thing. It is sort of like a thinner gun, basically, but, I find it pretty easy. It was a bit annoying setting up like the what was it? The tubes. I forgot what they're called. I know there's a name for them, but the tubes. You know, they were a bit annoying. I did also bevel the eye stalk joint thingamajig, thingbob thing. You know, just to give it that little bit more of like a detail, make it look less like I just slapped it all together. The eye stalk was really simple. As you can see, I'm a bit different. I don't know if the way I make eye stalks is different to anybody else, but I like to basically, you know, obviously put a loop cut, which is, you know, you put a loop cut, stretch it out, maybe move it just so. What I try and do is I try and make the faces cover, like when it's stretched out, when the loop cut is stretched out, I try to make the faces cover, like the reference view of the eye stalk, so that when I bevel it, usually, covers the entire thing and looks really good. Usually. And as you can see, currently setting up all the nuts and bolts, which I think look really nice. I'm really happy with how they came out. It looked great. I don't know if they show up in the render view, which is a bit weird. A few of them don't seem to show up. Also, the snap, what was it? The snap to nearest face, that is an amazing tool, or featured thing, you know. That's lovely. I love using that. It's really helpful for the hemispheres and the slats usually, like just getting the base shape done, like getting the base angle done. And as you can see, look at that. That is the that's the dome done. That, I don't know what I'm doing now. Ah, the spokes, yeah, the spokes. For the spokes, they're 3 separate individual tubes. So I tried to do that same exact thing, and I think it came out pretty well. I think I tried to do it for this one. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember. I might not have. I remember I did it for one. Oh no, I did, yeah. There's me using a mirror modifier and array modifier. Array didn't really get it as I wanted to. I want to get better at using array modifier because I know it can be hella useful, but I don't know if I can use it for the things that I'm envisioning it. Also with my models, I've started, instead of rigging like bones to them, because I hate using bones for Daleks, they just look like really out of place, you know? Well, not out of place, but it just covers most of the model, and it's annoying to see through. So instead I've just started like being really careful with what I join what to, you know? The order of what I join them to. So I figured out parenting, basically. That's another cool thing that I've worked out like basically now. Now, another side thing, if anyone makes it this far into the video, I'm just wondering, for future time lapses, not like the next couple time lapses, because I've already got 2 pre-recorded. I'm probably gonna voice today as well. But for any future ones that I make, would you like me to include the texturing process and me like figuring that out? If so, then just say in the comments or whatever. If not, then just say no or say yes. I don't know. But yeah, because I usually cut the recordings at the modeling process because, well, that's like the most important part essentially. You can't texture a model without, you know. But here you are, see? The little dots on the thing. That I'm really happy with, especially like when I textured them silver. Oh, they look so good. They looked so good. I don't know if it was this model, but I don't know what I did with it. But anyway, here is the final render, the final piece. There it is. As you can see, the plunger, not hidden, but you can see both of them. I textured it a dark, like, blue, deep blue, with some metallic on it, which is literally just a light blue plastic texture. Then used a color ramp, which on this model, I used a color ramp. I used a nice little tutorial for the glass on the thingamajigs, lamps. Those can light up as well. Iris can shrink, all that. It has the basic Dalek features. But anyway, thank you once again for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next time lapse. And yes, I will post the showcases. I'm just too preoccupied with modeling another Dalek every other hour. Anyway, see you all.